The finals are over, and my team Guitar Watson and the Huge Gamers beat PEGasus 2-0 on the first match. On screen you can see the final standings and bracket of the NA League. Guitar Watson and the Huge Gamers won the tournament with no map losses. PEGasus came second, Orange third, Blast fourth, and then 5th and 7th place were tied. Giraffes with Short Necks and One Flew Over the Cookie's Nest each tied for 5th place, and Kangaseras and Yi sort of got 7th, but they didn't actually play any matches, so you can decide for yourself what you think it counts for. The finals match actually favoured us this time, because since the tournament is double elimination, a team has to be beaten 2 times in order to be knocked out, so PEGasus would have had to beat us in 2 best of 3 matches in a row to actually take first place, but we only had to beat them once. And we did. We beat them 2-0 in the first best of 3, so that was the end of the tournament. Map 1 was fought on TP Abandoned, and we won at 91-22. PEGasus got an early lead, taking mid right away in the first round, but we quickly got our act back together and fought back, taking the lead back in the second round and keeping it all the way through both maps. There were a lot of close moments for both teams, which led to a lot of clutch plays that are great fun to watch, and there were also plenty of other fun moments like TKs, mid retakes, team squishes and aces. Posting about my own performance a little bit, I got 60 frags in this first match and I felt very good about my performance overall. Festo also played very well with some scary play halfway through the match, and as you can tell by the scoreboard, my teammates were doing great work as well. Even Elise at the very bottom caught us off guard a couple times. I can honestly say that I didn't expect to see Brass Knuckles in a league final, but she managed to make it pretty effective against us, spamming taunt commands in game the whole time. Map 2 was on TP Yosemite, and being a Yosemite match, it was of course less eventful and less fun to watch than Abandoned. However, both maps will be uploaded if you want to watch them, both my own POV which was live streamed at the time and also the observed footage that I use in these videos. Not long into the first round we actually had to pause for about 20 minutes because the fire alarm went off in my apartment building, and the antics that occurred during that time are available in the POV video if you want to see them. But the game continued as normal afterwards, and this time it was an even bigger stump than map 1, ending 119-20. Elise had her moment of the tournament in round 4 with a speedy 1v3 ace to defend PEGasus point, and there were a few other big plays dotted throughout the match as well. But for the most part it was normal back and forth play, and the deciding factor by far was our strategy. On Abandoned it was usually just a matter of outfighting the PEGasus players at the points, but here on Yosemite you have to work with an awkward respawn timer, and you need to make sure that you take fights at the right time, put your players in the right positions, give yourself enough time to cap the enemy point or defend your own, and have enough players alive to fight without a disadvantage when it comes to it. PEGasus almost always split up to fight mid. Festo and X-Boots would push us, usually under the bridge, and Elise would hold back at their point and play passively. What this meant was that we could comfortably fight 3v2 and then 3v1 or 2v1, and our positioning meant that we would either be able to squish them or just chill in the base until an easy fight came to us. Poor retakes and game sense on PEGasus' side while we were on the point also led to us being able to stay on their point for long periods of time and rack up plenty of score. Most rounds in this match ended with us taking 10 points before the round timer ended. So GG to the PEGasus players, and well done to my teammates. Our reward is golden handgun skins in game, and this time only 3 players get them, so if you spot any of us on a server, be sure to try and frag us and take them for yourselves. For the record, our axes look golden, but the skin is actually broken and doesn't display properly in first person, so that's something that only others get to enjoy. But that wraps up Season 6 of the NA League. Perhaps next time I'll be less lazy and actually make videos covering the EU League as well. Season 7 is surely a long way away, so I might be more experienced in making videos by then and have some better skills to show for it. In the meantime, a new League mode setting has been released for the 1v1 versus game mode, and there's talk that a weekly 1v1 tournament or something similar might be set up accordingly. A brand new versus map called VS River just released yesterday, and I'm working on one of my own at the moment. I'm really excited to see this mode growing, and hopefully the 1v1 leagues will take off as well. Be sure to come along if you see anything announced. Even if you're rubbish at the game, it's great to try your hand and try to improve, and the same goes for the FoFCL as well. Try to round out some friends that are keen to play when Season 7 gets announced. The more players we can get in, the more fun it becomes. If you enjoyed this series or you have anything you want to say about it, please leave a comment. As I mentioned earlier, all the footage from the matches will be uploaded alongside my POV of the final, and when I get all of that done, I'll have a think about what to do next on this channel. Map tutorials and gun tutorials have been requested by a couple people, so those are certainly a priority. So if you want to see tutorial kind of content in the near future, then feel free to subscribe and you can catch them when they release. So until next time, thanks for watching and have a good one.